this is Haley from 101rabbits.com, and today I'm going to be doing a video all about my rabbits emergency kit. So before I get started, I do want to stress how important it is to have an emergency kit for your rabbit. At some point in your rabbit's life, it will get sick or injured and will need something from an emergency kit. Of course, this does not replace going to the vet. I strongly recommend going to the vet if anything is wrong with your rabbit. But sometimes there's things that are simple and you can just do at home without having to take your rabbit to the vet. And other times there is things that you need on hand for when an emergency occurs. So there will be things in your emergency kit that can help your rabbit before it is able to see the vet. Sometimes their emergency clinics are really far away and you have a long drive there. You are going to need things on hand that you can give to your rabbit to make sure that it survives until you get to the vet. So I'm going to start by showing you what is in these two emergency kit bins that I have. But I also have some stuff that I just kind of have throughout the house for part of my emergency kit, so I'll be showing you that as well after I get through these. So if you guys want a list of everything that you should consider getting for your emergency kit, I'll go ahead and link a link down below in the description. It's just a really good article that I kind of followed when creating my emergency kit. So this video was highly requested after my video on GI stasis. If you guys want to see that video, I'll have it linked down below and also a little thing on the screen right now. So the first box I have is just this tackle box. I picked this up at Walmart for I don't know how much money. It wasn't that much. It was probably around $10 or something. And I thought a tackle box was just a really neat way to store everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what's in it. These two top things do come open, but I don't have anything in there. So this is what it looks like when it opens up. It just has this section right on top here, and I just think it's really neat to hold all the different supplies. So in this first section here, I do have some 1mm syringes. I also have some 3mm here. You guys can go ahead and actually order syringes fairly cheap online. I personally haven't bought any just because my vet gives them for free to me when my rabbit is sick. So in the next section, I do have some Neosporin, also known as like triple antibiotic cream. This stuff is used for like cuts and wounds that you don't want to get infected, or to help infected things to heal and get better. Some people put this on sore hocks. I've done that before as well. It's not the best solution, but it does help. So I would definitely highly recommend having this on hand. I use it all the time, and I also use it on myself because it's really great to have a rabbit emergency kit, because a lot of the stuff you can use on yourself if you get injured. So it's really good to have this stuff on hand. I'd say Neosporin is probably one of my most used items. The only thing you have to make sure is that it is the original. Do not get the Neosporin or triple antibiotic cream that has pain reliever in it, because that is not safe for rabbits. So original Neosporin is safe, and I use it all the time. The next thing I have is some baby gas relief drops, and this is just an off-brand, but it's called simethicone and or baby gas relief drops, and pretty much this is used when your rabbit is having stomach issues, stomach gas, or like just some early signs of GI stasis. If you have any questions on what you would use simethicone for, please watch my GI stasis video. It explains it way better. So this is probably one of my secondly most used items in this kit. In this last section here, I have two different things. The first thing I have is a small gauze pad, And this is just, you know, human gauze pad that I got. I have more of these in my other bin that I will show you, but I couldn't fit them all in here, so I just put a couple inside this kit. So they're just clean, like little gauze pads that you can use to clean a wound. So it would be cleaner and have less bacteria in it than like a rag or something else. So strongly recommend getting some of those. So this next thing is kind of to do with I would consider this like a grooming item. What I mean by that is I use this stuff to clean rabbit scent glands. So I use these pads. These are my favorite things to use when cleaning scent glands. I just think it's much easier than Q-tips, but I do use Q-tips as well to clean scent glands. This next thing is like, I don't really know what it is. It's like a container that I got once when Lulu had a UTI. They couldn't collect her urine for some reason, so they sent me home with stuff to collect it myself. But I kind of feel like that was just not a very good bet, because I think they could have gotten some out using a needle or something, which they've done before. So I do have stuff to like suck up urine and put it in this thing, but personally I don't think I'll ever really use it. I do have a eyedropper thing. It is like a 5mm thing. This last thing is a thermometer. So this is just a normal baby thermometer, and I personally have never taken the temperature of a rabbit before, so I would probably want a vet to show me. So this thing kind of just moves over, and then there's a bottom section as well, and this is just some more of my emergency kit supplies. So down here I just have a big syringe. This is a really good syringe for feeding critical care to rabbits. And then I also have some 12mm syringes in this little Ziploc baggie. So I also have some eye wash and then some saline solution. This next thing is something I strongly recommend getting as well. This is a automatic massager. So as you can hear, it is kind of loud. This I got for like $2 at a Reese, like thrift store. And this is very helpful when your hands get tired, because when your rabbit goes through stasis, it's good to massage their stomach. But sometimes your hands get tired, and it's good to just hold something like this that will just kind of help things break up in their gut. Again, if you need more information on GI stasis, I do have the video linked down below. The next thing I have is some wrap, and this is just some self-adhesive wrap, so like it sticks to itself. Next, I do have some organic baby food. This is 100% carrots, and this can be used if your rabbit isn't eating. Sometimes maybe they'll eat baby food when they wouldn't eat normal food. So next I have some bag balm. Now this is actually used for cows' udders and to keep them from getting chapped and stuff, but humans use it for like dry skin and stuff, and it's also safe for rabbits. But I personally really haven't used this much. I bought it back when Lulu was about 1 year old, and she had a flaky patch of hairless skin, like she had a bald spot on her neck. But it turned out that Lulu actually had some mites, which is very common in younger rabbits because they'll get it from their mothers, and then they just don't have any side effects until about a year old. So yeah, her mites came out, and so then I ended up taking her to the vet after this didn't work, and they're like, she has mites. So I just gave her some Revolution from the vet, and the mites went away. So you probably don't really need this. Next, I have some petroleum jelly. This is for putting on the thermometer when you would be taking the temperature. And the last thing in here is something to do with the saline solution, or one of the eye washes, so I don't know. I probably won't use it. It's probably for humans. So here is the purple bin that I have. This has a little bit of the rest of my emergency kit, and on top here is something that doesn't really fit in there. And this is just an otoscope. This is used for looking in ears and eyes and noses, like with doctors and stuff. But I mostly got it just for like looking in the ears of the rabbits. You want to be really careful not to like poke it in and damage anything. So I haven't used this yet personally, but I'm really excited to try it out. So I also have a stethoscope, like I was saying, and this can be used for like listening to the heart. but I mostly got it for listening to the rabbit's gut. So this is the package for the little cotton pad things that I had, and so I guess what they're called is cotton rounds. The next thing I got is Pedialyte. I don't know if I can show you, but I got this Pedialyte. This is for kids. This is like made for kids who like are really sick and they can't hold fluid, like they aren't getting enough fluids. So this is just kind of like a rehydrating thing. So you can force feed your rabbit this to help them get some electrolytes and some just get what, like when they're dehydrated, you can use this. One thing I will mention for like Pedialyte and like the Neosporin and everything, make sure you are always checking the dates, because things do go out of date, and it's probably recommended to buy a new one after it has gone outdated, just to make sure it's working correctly. So the rest of the stuff in here really isn't emergency kit stuff. This is just the directions to the stethoscope and the rest of the stethoscope pieces. This is the box to the gauze pads. I also threw this in here before I started the video. This is a cat nail clippers, and this is used to clip nails, obviously, but some people mention this on the emergency kits because you should have one. Next is what we call the poisonous cup. This is just a normal plastic cup that I keep for cleaning scent glands, because when you clean scent glands, you fill a cup up with water, and so you can get the Q-tips and the cotton pads wet. So the next things I'm going to be showing are for, these aren't like in like any bins or anything, because I keep these in different areas of my house. So this first one is called chlorhexidine solution. The name brand for it is called Nolvasan, but I personally recommend getting the off-brand because it's the same thing and like 3 times cheaper. So this is just a gallon of Nolvasan. You can buy it on Amazon, and this is used for sore hocks with rabbits, but this can also be used for disinfecting wounds. I used this when Lulu tore her nail off. I used it to disinfect that wound. We've also used it with our cats when they have gotten cut. So I highly recommend using this. You do have to water it down. It's 1 ounce of chlorhexidine to 30 ounces of water. I think I show you how to do that in my sore hocks video, so I'll link that video down below as well. The next thing I have is a rice bag. Now you can use a rice bag or a heating pad or like a warm hot water bottle or something. This is just used for when your rabbit is like sick and its temperature drops. When a rabbit goes through stasis, their temperature drops, and that's a lot of times what kills them. Another thing along those lines is a frozen water bottle. I personally recommend a water bottle, as it doesn't have like you can buy like frozen things to keep in lunch boxes or coolers, and I have used those, but if a rabbit was to ever chew through the plastic, this would just be 100% water, so it wouldn't make them sick or anything. So, but they're like perfectly round bottles, and they fit in socks really easily, because as you can see, my hand is like getting wet from touching it. So if it's in a sock, it's not going to be wet from condensation. It makes it more comfortable for the rabbit to lean against. And the last thing I have today is critical care. Now, if you want to learn more about the uses of critical care and everything like that, I check out my GI stasis video. That's pretty much what critical care is for. This is for force feeding rabbits who will not eat on their own. It has all the nutrition and vitamins and everything they need. So critical care is most likely going to be made by Oxbow. There is, I think, a couple other brands, but Oxbow is the main brand that you will see and that you will use. You can buy this directly from your rabbit vet, or you can order online from like Binky Bunny. Amazon might have it. So yeah, you can order this stuff. I highly recommend having it on hand for emergency situations. So it also tells you like how to mix it up with the water and how to feed it and everything. It has directions on the back, so that's really useful. And you can freeze this stuff. So you can freeze it so that it doesn't go out of date, and then you just take it out of the freezer when you need it. So that is very, very useful. I have a half a package in the freezer right now that I've used part of, and then this is the brand new package I have also. So that's pretty much it for my video on emergency kit. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this inspired you to go out and buy some emergency kit supplies for your rabbit, as it is extremely important because things happen like this fast, and you want to have the stuff on hand so that you can help your rabbit as much as possible before getting to a vet. So highly, highly, highly recommend getting a emergency kit so that you can properly take care of your rabbit. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any more request videos, please leave them down below. I love reading all your guys' comments, so please don't forget to leave a friendly comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's completely free to subscribe. It helps my channel out a lot, and it also notifies you every time I upload a video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon on my next video. Bye!